Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear respected colleagues, this is Kareem again from Elite Department, your YIC representative for e-learning, that is the Blackboard. So today I would like to welcome you to the workshop number 3. Since we are in week number 3, this is the time to conduct our quizzes, online quizzes through the Blackboard. So today's agenda will be then how to create the quiz and how to conduct the online quizzes. And there is one particular request from the CMET department regarding pre-lab test. So this part of this video recording is not necessary for other departments. This is only, I'll discuss this part at the end. So this is required only for the chemical department. So if you have any question at any time, you can contact me through my email or through my Cisco number or my mobile number. So I will be very happy to assist you all the time. So let's see what we are going to do today. So we have to create the online quiz. To create the online quiz, there are 3 steps. Step number 1, to create the pool, yani the question bank. Since we don't have time to create the question bank for now, let us start directly with creating the quiz and preparing the quiz itself, and then deploy the quiz, means how to make it available for the students. So let's start with here how to create the quiz and how to make it available to the students. So before I start demonstrating, just let me tell you something here. We have different types of questions in the quizzes. So the most popular among this is multiple choice, multiple answers, true and false, fill in the blanks, and short answers. Okay, let's start the how to create the steps to create the online quiz. Log in with your credentials, then go to the courses. You need to choose the theory class because normally we conduct the quizzes in the theory class. So I have only one theory class here. All these are labs, and also I don't have many students in this class, so I don't want to choose this, but just for the demonstration purpose I can choose any of this lab as my theory class. So let me choose. You have to choose, please remember, you have to choose the theory class to prepare your quiz, but just for demonstration purpose I am just taking here lab number 3, Elite 212. Okay, so already I have here one link called lab report submission. So this is submitted by the students. So this is about, it is like just like your assignment. So this is a graded assignment. So how to start the quiz? Step number 1, go to the course management window. Under this, select course tools. Then you will see at the end the item called test surveys and polls. Click this. So you are here under test surveys and polls. So this is the place, test. This is the place where you are going to create your online quiz. Click this, test. Since I don't have any quiz, it is blank. So the first thing is I need to create the quiz number 1. How to create the quiz number 1? Again, build test. Give the name for the quiz. For example, quiz 1. Then the description. If you want to give some special description regarding the quiz number 1. So I have here, say for example, the description I want to give from module number 1. I will say from module number 1. Since it is too big, you can reduce the font to 4 points. Instruction. If you have some special instructions, you can write it like this: duration 10 minutes, maximum marks, something like. Again, it is big, so choose the size, font 4. Give a name, write. This is all optional. Description is optional, instructions are optional. Then submit. So now your quiz number 1 is created. Quiz is created, but you don't have any questions in this. Now the next step is you need to fill the questions in this quiz number 1. So you can see here very clearly, this is your quiz number 1. This is the description I gave from module number 1, and these are the instructions: duration 10 minutes, maximum marks 10 minutes. And you see here total number of questions 0, total points 0. So before you start the quiz, I suggest you that each question will be maximum will be 1 mark, or sometimes it may be 2 marks. But by default, when you create a question here, it will be of 10 marks. So if you don't want that, you can go to the question setting, and then don't do anything except this. The default mark for each question that you are creating must be 1 mark. Just make it 1. Instead of 10, make it 1 and say submit. Now any question you create, it will be of 1 mark. You can change it if you want. I will show you. Create. So these are the different types of questions. We have 17 different types of questions. You can prepare it here. So I am going to discuss here my favorite: multiple choice, multiple answer, true and false, short answer, and fill in the blanks. Let us start with multiple choice question. I am creating the question number 1, multiple choice question. Okay, so question title is option. Write the question: multiple choice question. What is the question? Let me choose. This is my question. Fluid is a substance which offers no resistance to change of. So the next step is the options. I have to give the options. Okay, if you come below, if you just come below here, you will see here, show the answers in random order. Check this, because it will help you to avoid plagiarism if the students are sitting very close. The answers will be shuffled. The answer options will be shuffled. Okay, now we have to enter the answers. Normally the number of answers boxes will be given here, generated is 4 will be generated, but you can, if you want to have more, you can have more. If you want to have less than 4 also possible. How? You can remove one of the options. If you want to have only 3, you can remove this using this button. Just click remove, you will remove one of the options. Let's say for example I want to have 4. Look at here: answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, and answer 4. Just to show you, okay, let me make it here. Okay, answer 1. Select the answer 1, for example pressure. Answer 2, flow. Answer 3, shape. Answer 4, volume. Now you have to choose what is the correct answer for this. You have to set the correct answer. And what is the correct answer? It can be in any order. So the correct answer for this question is shape. So you have to choose this radio button. Then if you want to give the feedback for the correct answer to the student, you can give. For the incorrect answer, if you want to give, you can give. And very important thing is just submit here. Your question number 1 is created. You can see here very clearly, this is a multiple choice question, and here is your question. Fluid is a substance which offers, you can see fully here. Yes, fluid is a substance which offers no resistance to change of shape. This is the answer, correct answer, and the number of points is 1. Yes, if you are done, say okay. So one question is added into quiz number 1. If you want to create another question, we need to go to the edit. Then you have to choose again the same create question. So this time I will create multiple answer question. First, what is the question? Multiple answer. Okay. Choose the parts of a computer. This is my question. Okay. Now shuffle the answers. I can have as many number of options as possible. By default it is 4. So the first option will be teacher. Second option mouse. Third option table, and the fourth option will be monitor. So here I have 2 correct answers. I can have as many number of correct answer as many number of incorrect answer, no problem. So the correct answer for the parts of the computer are number 1 mouse, number 2 monitor. Monitor and mouse are the 2 correct answers for the question. You have to choose both because this is multiple choice. You can have more than one answer. The next step, the feedback. If you want to give something, then say submit. When you say submit here, it will be submitted and you can create the new. Or if you want to create directly another question of the same type, you can submit and create another question directly from here. Okay, now I will say submit. Okay, sorry, there was a net problem, so let me continue. The question number 2 is not saved, that is multiple choice is not saved. Let me do it again. Create the question, go to the multiple answer, then choose the question, parts of the computer, what are the parts of the computer, randomize the answers. I have 4 choice. Number 1 teacher, number 2 mouse, number 3 keyboard, number 4 table. So the correct answers are mouse and keyboard. Okay, just save it. Your question number 2 is going to be saved here. You can double check it before. So the number of points 1, choose the parts of the computer. So these are the 2 correct answers. Then when you are done, you can say okay. So you have 2 questions. I will create another question here. Okay, go to the edit. Now create a question. Let me do it this time, true and false. What is the question? True and false. C++ is a programming language. C++ is a programming language. Now you have to choose, is it a correct answer or not? This is the correct answer. If the question is, for example, C++ is a assembly language, then it is false. You have to choose false because the question is correct. So this is a true question. C++ is a programming language. True. Nothing else. Submit. So now you have total 3 questions and 3 points. Also you can double check here for the last question that C++ is a programming language. This is true. When you're done, okay. Now let me create another question in the quiz. Go to the edit and go to the create question. Go to the create question. This time let's see short answer. Short answer question. Okay, write the full form of PC. Write the full form of PC. Yes, for the answers, how many rows you want to give? Blank rows. I just need only 1. And what is the answer? PC means personal computer. Okay, that's it. Submit. So I have created 4 questions. Multiple choice, multiple answer, true and false, short answer. Let's create another fill in the blanks question. Right, fill in multiple blanks. Fill in, this is 1 blank, this is multiple blanks. You can have more than 1 blank. So this is little tricky here. This, let's say this is my question. There are dash number of days in a week and dash number of months in a week. This dash you cannot write it in the blackboard. This dash need to be replaced by a variable name within the square brackets. Any variable name, x, y, z, or a, b, c, like this. There are x number of days in a and there are y number of months in a week. There are x number of days in a week and y number of months in a week. Now you have to mention what is x and what is y. Allow partial credit means if somebody write the answer only for this correct and if this is wrong, then you have to give the marks. Or if this is not correct and if this is correct, then also you have to give the marks. If you are giving 1 mark for this question, half mark for this correct answer, or half mark for this correct answer. So that means this is 0.5 marks, this is 0.5 marks. So this is partial credit. Next, you have to give what is the answer for x. Answer for x exactly, or it contains, or it can have pattern. Now this is exact, and even the number of answers, I can have more than 1 answers. This is very useful in case of English language where they are checking particularly the spellings. Now what is the value of x7? There are dash number of days. There are 7 number of days in a week and y number of months. I have 12 months in a 12 number of months in a year. Then submit. Next, if you want to write some response, all optional, then submit. Just review the last question that we just did it. Fill in the multiple blanks. There are x number of days in a week, so the correct answer will be 7. Y number of months in a year, that is 12 months in a year. So the number of points 1. If you want to change the number of points for any question, you feel that these marks are very less, just click here and then you can change it to anything you want. For example, you want this question to be of 2 marks, you can do that. Otherwise, just keep it. So that is why I told you all the questions will be, if you want all the questions to be of 1 mark or 2 mark by default, then you can make the setting from here, question settings. That's it. So now we have how many questions here? We have 5 questions, 5 marks. If you keep on adding, you can add as many questions as you want here. Also, this is only preparation. When you are preparing the quiz, students cannot see that. It is not still available to the students. So how do you make it available to the student? This is the next question. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, so your quiz is ready, but it is not deployed and it is not available to the students. So you have to make it available to the student on a particular day, at particular time. All these settings you have to make it. This is what we call it as deployment. How? For example, this you have to do in theory. Please, I'm doing in the lab, so you have to do it in the theory class, because this is the place you are collecting the lab reports. So quiz is also a type of graded assignment. So go to the lab report, or you go to the assessment. You may have in the theory class called assessments, where all your quizzes, assignments you are collecting. So the next step, you want to go to the assignment. Next, go to the test. When you go to the test here, you can see here already we created the quiz 1 will exist here. It will list all the quizzes that you have created. You have created only one quiz. Just select it and say submit. So now quiz 1 is selected for deployment. If you have, these are the descriptions. This is from module number 1. Yes, show the test description and also show the instructions to the students, and open the test in a new window. It is no need, because you don't want to have another window here, or if you want to have this in the new window, it is fine. Yes, test availability, this is very important. Make it available, and also add a new announcement to the test. It will add automatically the announcement for the test, and multiple attempts. So we don't give multiple attempts. Force completion, don't choose this. Set the timer, this we have to choose it. So what is the timer? So the quiz is of 10 minutes, and select here auto submit. Means if the students forget to submit, press the submit button, and if he after 10 minutes, automatically whatever the answers he has chosen, everything will be automatically saved. Auto save, this is auto submit, something like auto save. So your choices will be automatically saved after 10 minutes, even if the students don't save it. And the time when we have to deploy the quiz, choose the date and time. Okay, for example, this is the time now, 10:46. I will say here 10:55, and you will finish it at 11:05. 10 minutes. No need of password, and the due date. So this due date should be just same as this, but the time should be little bit more. Means the students can choose up to 11, let's say 11:15. So that means here 11:05, give 10 minutes more here, it becomes 11:15. Yes, after 11:15, if you check this box, do not allow the student to start the test even if the test time if the due date has passed. So what is the meaning of this? So the students can start the test at 10:55 and they can finish at 11:05. Okay, a student can start the test at any time due to technical difficulties. Even he can start the test, but all the test which is started late will be marked as late. But after 11:15, he cannot attempt the test at all. So I have given here 10:05. A student can start the quiz at 11. Sorry, I gave the time here 11:05. This is the end time. But I gave the time here 11:15. A student can even start the quiz at 11:06. He can start and he can continue. But it will be marked as late. But after 11:15, this link will be not available. So the students cannot see the quiz at all. So the duration is 10 minutes. This is the starting time, this is the ending time, and this is like a grace period for the students. But after the grace period, the link will totally disappear. Then include this. Rest of the things are same. But if you want to give the grades to the students, or immediately, after some time, after the due time, after the due date, but normally I choose here after attempts are graded, because there are some questions that the faculty has to mark it manually. Then test presentation, how the questions must be presented to the students all at once, and all the questions will be shown at one time or one at a time. So it will show question by question, and first question, after that next, second question, after that next. So no, we don't want, we want to let the students see all the questions at one time, and don't check any other things. Only thing is randomize the questions. This will help you to avoid plagiarism if the students are sitting very close, or if just to avoid the copying from each other. Then submit. That's it. Now availability, the item is hidden from the students. It will be available 12th September at 10:55, and after 5 minutes the students can see. If you want to see the student preview, you can check it. Go to the lab reports. See, the quiz is not available to the students. Students can see only at 10:55. So let's go back and see. This is the quiz. So as soon as you create the quiz here, in the grade center, choose the grade center and full grade. There will be a column will be created automatically by the name quiz 1. See, this is the name I gave quiz 1. So a column is automatically created. Now it is empty because no attempt has been made by the students, because the time is still not reached. So when the students submit, when the students take their quiz, you can see the grades here. So still we have 2 minutes. So before that, I just want to tell you something. Here the columns, look at the columns here. So this is student ID, first name, last name. If you want to make some arrangements here, you can go to the manage and column organization. If you see this here, so this is the student ID, first name and last name. I want the student ID to be here. So it should be like this. I want this to be here. So anything which is above this line will be frozen. That means what? You cannot make changes to this. That means the columns will always remain. And it is like freeze in our Excel. So first name, last name, student name, and these are hidden. These are hidden by me. So if you want to make it available, just make it available. So you can see that column. Hide the column or show the column. show the column or hide the column. So these are all, see, lab number 1 report, lab number 2 report, average. This is the one I just created. This is the one just I created here. So these are all some of the columns that I created based. So these are get created automatically whenever you create any graded assignments, and it will be added in the grade center. So I just made some changes, so submit the changes. I will show you. See the first name, last name, and the student ID. Now I want to see how the students will take the quiz and how they will. I cannot show you how the students will take the quiz. Let's see if some of the students take the quiz, how it look like and how you will mark it. Okay, give me 5 minutes, then I will tell you. Okay, welcome back. Let's see how our students has done the quiz number 1. So go to the grade center, choose the full grade center item. Here is our quiz number 1 results. These are the results of quiz. So this student, he did not do it, he did not do it, he has done, he has done, he has done. So what do you mean by this yellow exclamation? This exclamation marks in the yellow circle means it needs grading, and the teacher has to grade it. Why the teacher has to grade it? Because there was a question like short answers. Short answer questions will not be automatically evaluated. So what type of questions are evaluated? True and false evaluated. This also evaluates. This also gets evaluated, and multiple choice. Okay, all these 4 types are automatically evaluated. Multiple choice, multiple answers, true and false, and fill in the blanks. So you need to manually see these short answers. Okay, how to do that? Now let's go to this student and click this more options. You will see attempt. Click this. Yeah, this is okay. So this answer is, this question is automatically evaluated. So 0 points, 0 points, 0 points, 0 points, and write the full form of PC. What did he give the answer? I don't know. I don't know. So we can give here 0, and then if you want to give the feedback, if you have some special notes, finally save and next. It went to the next student. So the previous student, he is okay. We will see the overall arch. Okay, I can say here save and exit. Yes, look at this quiz number 1. I graded the quiz number 1 because all his answers were wrong, so he has 0. Now let's go to the next question. Next student. Okay, the next student, this is answered. The question which is not answered, which need grading, will be here. So it is not graded. See, short answer, it is not graded. You don't have any grade here. So here I would say particular computer. No, the answer should be personal computer. So it's up to you. What do you want to give the marks? I say 0.5 because half of the answer is correct, half of the answer is not correct. So submit. Let's see, and how much is his grade is. I'm going to the next student. Instead of next, save and exit. Okay, let's see the student grade. So he got 3 marks. Next, see the next student, how he's scoring. So okay, this is the only question which, see, personal computer, the answer is perfect. So 1, the rest of the things are automatically marked. If you want to go to the next student, you can say save and next. Okay, let's go to the next student directly. Okay, so this is 0.5. Why this is 0.5? Because half mark for this and half mark for this, because I choose partial grading. Yes, this is the question, personal computer. The answer is correct. So let's go to the next question, next student. Okay, the next, sorry, the next student answer, program coordinator, 0. So no more students taken the quiz, or it is the end of the list. Exit, save and exit, sorry, save and exit. Let's see how is the score for the quiz number 1. One student got 0, 3, 5, 2.5 and 2. So if you have the questions of this type, all the answers you will get it automatically. Otherwise, if you have the if you have this type of questions like short answers and any other type of question, that you need to mark it manually. So this is how you will create the quiz. So if you want to create another quiz, step number 1, go to the course tools, test and surveys, test, build quiz number 2, give the description, optional, submit. This quiz number 2, no questions. You can create any question of any type, and before that, by default, if you want all the questions to be of 1 mark or 2 mark, that you can set it here. Yes, by default it is set as 2, so I want to be this as 1 mark, all the questions, submit. So now whatever the questions you create, each will be 1 mark. If you want to change, you can change the. So once you create it, once you have all the questions here, if everything is ready, then the next step is you want to deploy and make it available to the students. So then you will go to the lab report, then you will go here and then you will say here test. Now I created test 2. So the test 1 already deployed, so it will not be shown here. The test which is already done, quizzes already done here, it will not be shown. The one which is not done, which is not deployed, will be shown here. So quiz 2 is not deployed, even though we don't have any question. So that you will select it here. Then you will set the parameters, like if you have the description, and make it in the new window or in the same window, and very important thing, make it available and make it announcement, and then you don't have the multiple attempts, no force, set the timer 10 minutes and make it auto submit, then the date and the time. For example, Sunday, 13th Sunday, I want at 11:50 or say 10:50 I will start the quiz, and and 13th I set the 10 11 sorry 10 11. Okay, this is 11 a.m. This is 11 a.m. Ten 50 a.m. Thirteen 10:50 a.m. and what is the date? Okay, so this is the date and this is time and this is the ending time. If you want to change it to any other time, you can change it. No passwords. And the due date, just give here 11:30 p.m. 11:30. Give 10 minutes more than this time. Display until, just give 10 minutes more than this, and do not allow the student to start the test if the due date has passed. That's it. And then the final submission after the graded attempts all at once, and randomize the questions, then submit. Okay. So this is how you will create. If you want to delete, you can delete the quiz number 2. So every time you create a new quiz, automatically there will be a column created in the grade center. So even though I deleted the quiz number 2, yeah, it is not deployed, so that's why it is not available. Sometimes even though you delete the event, you will see the column here, so you need to delete it manually. So let's go to the home. So this is how you will create the quiz and deploy the quiz. So first create the quiz and setup and deploy it for the students. I hope it is clear how to create the quiz and how to deploy the quiz. So this is it for this is regarding the quiz, but now I'm going to talk about the pre-lab test for the CMET department only. So others may ignore the video from here onwards. So this pre-test is for 5 marks, I guess, and then it is just like any other quiz. It is just like any other test. So you go to the lab reports, because normally it will be conducted in the lab. You go to the lab report, and then okay, before that you go to the tools, course tools, go to the test and surveys, select the test. It is same as quiz. You have to conduct it just like your quiz. Then build test. You can give the name here, pre-lab 1 test, pre-lab. Okay, you can give here full name, pre-lab test, or you can say simply PT, pre-lab test PTLB 1. Give the description here, give the instruction, and then submit. So now for 5 marks you can create the questions, whatever the type of questions you want, and the rest of the things are same as quiz. Deployment also same. Once you are done, you go to the lab report, go to the assessment test, and then you deploy the pre-lab test lab number 1, then submit. Then you have to follow the rest of the things same as your quizzes. So that's it regarding the quiz number quiz 1 and quizzes and pre-lab test. So if you have any particular requirements for your program or for your courses or for your department, then you can just contact me. Inshallah, I will try my best to assist you. So that's it for now. So if you have any questions, please let me know anytime. I will be happy to assist you. Thank you.